In this video, we are going to share with you all the production of the corn oil, the benefits, side effects, and the comparison between the palm oil and the corn oil. First and foremost, I would like to give some of the introduction about all about the corn oil. Firstly, corn oil is a refined vegetable oil which is widely used in cooking, especially in deep frying. It contains 100% fat, which no contain carbohydrates and protein at all. And its corn oil is also contain 122 calories per tablespoon, which is 15 milliliter. And it is made of polyunsaturated omega-6 and vitamin E. During the process of extraction of this corn oil, most of the vitamins and minerals are lost. Still, the oil has a fair amount of vitamin E. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin and acts as an anti-inflammatory antioxidant. And corn oil also contains 30% to 60% of linoleic acid, which linoleic acid is a type of polyunsaturated omega-6 fat. So I would like to
oil, the corn is naturally not a naturally oily food, because in corn it only contains 1 to 4% of fat. So it does need to go an extensive process for us to extract the oil from the corn. So the first step that we will do to produce the oil is the kernel will be mechanically pressed, so that the oil will be separated from the kernel, and then it will undergo several chemical process to remove the impurities and the unwanted smell and taste. So this is the sum of the chemical process that the corn we will undergo to produce the marketed corn oil. The first is hexane extraction. So why must corn oil undergo hexane extraction? Is because hexane give bad effects to animals and human, because hexane will bring negative effect to our nervous system. So the next chemical process is deodorization. Deodorization is used to remove the undesirable smell and taste from the corn oil. So because if the oil smell different or undesirable, so for sure we cannot market it, and some people will not even going to buy the corn oil. So that's why corn oil needs to undergo deodorization. The third chemical process that corn oil will need to undergo is winterization. Winterization is used to remove the wax and saturated fat from the oil. So if what will happen if there are a lot of saturated fat in the what will happen if there are lots of wax and saturated fat in the oil is in room temperature, with high amount of wax and saturated fat, the oil will be in a solid state. It will not be in the liquid state like we can see in the corn oil in the supermarket. So this is the function of winterization, is to make the wax and saturated fat in a low level, so that it will stay in liquid form in the low temperature. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Izzatul Atira Anur. My metric number is 195172. So today I will present about benefits of corn oil. So corn oil is a refined vegetable oil widely used in cooking and also deep frying. So this is 3 benefits of corn oil. Firstly, it contains vitamin E, which is act as antioxidant in our body, and it will neutralize free radical, which can prevent from having heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and also cancer. Next, it contains flavonoids and lutein, which is also lutein is antioxidant, which able to protect vision health and development of cataracts. And thirdly, it contains omega-3 and omega-6, which we also know that omega-3 is a good protein, and it will relieve symptoms of arthritis. That's all from me. Thank you.
I got too many benefits, and there's some side effects too. So I just wrote it only 3. So there are risk of cancer. Risk of cancer because of corn oil content of omega-3 and omega-6. So omega-3 and omega-6 give rises to chronic inflammation. So it gives risk of cancer. And toxicity contain cause of high level of pesticide using in agriculture practices that cause toxicity in oil. So that it depends on what type of corn oil you use. So another one is cause obesity, and corn oil in high level of calories, so it contains too much of calories, so it causes obesity and gain of weight. So and some of the side effects, still more still got a lot of side effects. So I just stated 3. So some of the side effects heavily depend on the type of corn oil you use. So what type of corn oil you use? There's a variety of type corn oil, so it's depend on what type of corn oil you use. So I am Ashwini and my metric number is 195313. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum everyone. So I would like to talk about comparison for corn oil and versus palm oil. So as you can see, this is the table of the comparison. For the first point, smoke point for both corn oil and palm oil. So what is the meaning of smoke point? Smoke point refer to the burning point, which the temperature of oil or fat begins to produce smoke. The smoke is clearly visible. So the smoke point for corn oil is 232 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile for palm oil, the smoke point is 235 degrees Celsius. Palm oil is slightly higher than corn oil. So the next point, polyunsaturated fatty acids per 100 gram of corn oil is 54.68 gram. Meanwhile, polyunsaturated fatty acid per 100 gram of palm oil is 9.3 gram. For corn oil, polyunsaturated fatty acid is higher than palm oil. Polyunsaturated fatty acid is a type of healthy fat that includes omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acid, which are essential for brain function. So the next point is corn oil contain 3,766 kilojoule per 100 gram energy and equal to 900 kilocalorie per 100 gram. Meanwhile, palm oil contain 3,699 kilojoule equal to 884 kilocalorie per 100 gram of oil. So that's all from me.
Tashahau Vanakkam. My name is Muhammad Kamal Mujadid bin Kamal Hisham, metric number 192486. So, as you all know about corn oil, I will summarize it for you. We learn today that corn oil contains polyunsaturated fatty acid, which contains omega-3 and omega-6. We also know it contains vitamin E. We also know how to produce corn oil. We also know the benefits and also the side effects of consuming corn oil. But now, I will give you all the questions about corn oil. So, I will never repeat it. So, take out your pen and paper and jot it down, because I'm going to say it once. My first question is, what is the process involved in producing corn oil? Second, what is the potential industrial benefit of corn oil? Third, how does corn oil give health benefit to the consumer? Number 4, state the difference between palm oil and corn oil. And the last one, is corn a naturally oily food? That's all from us. Thank you and hope you guys enjoy the video.